Steven says, if I wanted to use my music in my own commercial and I wanted to collect my royalties, how would I go by this? That is very interesting. I mean, like, you would pay your, well, okay, if it's airing on TV, like you shot the commercial and then you made the music, register that music with your PRO. Yeah, just register with your PRO. And then, like, as far as upfront sync fee, you would just be paying yourself, basically. So, you know, depending on how you want to do that. But yeah, just make sure it's registered with your performing rights organization, so that way, if anything airs, you'll be covered there. Garvey says sync allows you to master your business goal. 100%, man. Like, you can pick like what you want to work on. You want to work on this or not? No, fine. Nobody's mad at you. You can get 7 briefs in the email. Pick which ones you want to work on. Like, if you feel like you want to get experimental and do a genre you've never done, do it. You know? So a lot more control, I think. What's up, Khalif? Ray Garcia says, I've been using Waves plugins forever for post audio. Are they being used as much with composers? What is the more popular brand name plugins used by composers? So I have some go-to Waves. I have some go-to Waves things. However, man, there's some good plugins out here, man. Where, like, you know, back in the day, Waves was that company where it was just like, yo, you have the Waves bundle? Like, bro, you are professional. You're the one. You got that gold or that diamond or any of those things that used to cost thousands of dollars. Like, that was it. Like, that was the peak of plug-in ownership. Now, man, you have so many companies just coming out with quality things, man. Like, I've been using a lot of just solid state Logic's native plugins. Sound great, man. I mean it's SSL, but they've been doing a really good job at like creating plugins and then also creating hardware to work with those, and it's just been a dope experience. Plugin Alliance, I have some plugins from them, and they have good stuff on there from some dope vendors, and man, so many good ones. So you can get the job done without Waves. Now, I have a lot of sessions where there's a bunch of like Wave stuff on there, so you know, I make sure like I have those so that I can just open those sessions without having to do a bunch of remixing and tweaking. But I also think Waves makes a lot of great utilities for like audio editing and things like that. Which, Ray, let me know, man. Like, I would love to have a conversation with you and at like one of these days, one of these podcasts, because you have like post editing experience, and I think it would be unique to get your perspective given your background. So let me know, man. Hit me up inside the hub, shoot me a DM or something if that's something you'd be interested in. I think it'd be extremely valuable to hear your perspective on things, because now like you're kind of seeing both sides, just as a composer and then as a guy who's worked in the post field, we'll call it. So I think that would be dope. You're probably ready to start trying to get TV placements, but you just don't know the next step to take. So I want you to download my free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide, which is going to help you do that. It's going to give you the steps, and it's going to give you resources to get you started on this journey. So just go to clintproductions.com/free guide or click the link in the description and download that free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide. Hoping to use Sync for exposure and revenue stream. Boom, easy. I hear what you're saying. I'm working on a track for a well-known gospel bassist. My sync head point of view, does the track have a sting in it? I know, right? That's hilarious. Like, yo, you should really consider a sting ending so we can open this song up for sync opportunities. That's funny. So yeah. If you guys have questions, shout out to new people in the stream. Drop them in the chat. If you're inside the Sync Producer Hub VIP stream, you can raise your hand if you want to be brought up on audio or video. I'll bring you up. So yeah, definitely been a super interesting week with all, you know, this Pond 5 stuff going on. I don't know. I wonder if any other companies like stock music libraries are doing this as well. I wonder. I also wonder, like, how long can this be done before the LLMs are just I don't know, fully trained, or is it something that could just be ongoing? Like, because music is always evolving. The styles is kind of like we're kind of like always needed because we're the ones like setting the trends and all that stuff as humans. So AI is like following us and being trained from us. So, you know, is this something that could continue and then possibly be a potential revenue stream for composers to, I don't know, train AI stuff? Aaron says Eric mentioned Audio Sparks, I think. Okay, I have to check that. I have some stuff on Audio Sparks. It's been decades since I uploaded something new. Audio Sparks was just a very extremely exhausting process in terms of metadata. It was overwhelming. They have good opportunities. I've even gotten I've gotten like a license. You paid a nice chunk of money too from there. A lot of like internet radio streaming stuff comes through the stuff I put on Audio Sparks years ago. But man, it took like 17 hours just to upload the stuff and, you know, put the data that actually gets the stuff licensed. So, you know, I don't know. But I'll have to check it out to see if that's something they're doing too. Or you mentioned Eric said they were doing it. So I don't know. Let's check Audio Spark and see if we got a random surprise payment. Then we get 2 steak dinners in a row, right? We need the name of that bass plugin Jason Carpenter using on his track. I think did he ever post it the other week when we did the live reviews? That bass was crazy. The J Switte genre J Switte genres don't have sting endings, as we've heard on the, you know, every Friday night. J Switte is the exception. G, he just like does whatever he wants, and we're okay with it. Yeah, the LW caught the pause. Usually I throw the pause in there too. You know, that's what, man, whoever named that, their characters. The whole graphical interface is, yeah, they're silly for that. I'm still waiting on Sting ending shirts 3 years later. I know, we got to make that happen, right? But yeah, Scarby Sun Bass by Native Instruments. Oh, was that the one? Oh yeah. Wait, have I ever used this? I don't know. I think I've used the Scarby. I don't know if I used I might have. But I'm telling you, man, like sometimes it sounds different when someone else uses it. Like you could have used the same thing, but for some reason, man, when you hear it when somebody else did it and you don't know what was used to make it, it makes it sound completely different. But yeah, that thing was bassing. So for those who don't know, we'll be doing live music reviews in about 6 minutes here after this stream. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in the chat. I got time for a couple more before we log off of this joint. My initial thought was a Native Instrument plugin. I have Scarby J Bass. I know for sure I've used the J Bass. Retrograde bass guitar by Teletone Audio is pretty good in my opinion. Dope. Gotta check that out. There's so much good stuff out here, man. And a lot of things are reasonable too now. Like, I mean, you can build up like a nice little, you know, go-to library of plugins for, you know, a nice decent budget without breaking the bank. Gospel Musician brand has super precise bass and key plugins. Oh yeah, 100%. The tool is one thing, but it ain't nothing without the application. The 100%. I mean, listen, we hear that every day on the internet, man. You know, these production tools are like highly accessible, but you know, it still takes skill, man, skill and experience to like get the sound out of this stuff and to put something together that somebody wants to pay for.